Dino has phone lines open now at 866-970-9622. This is Sports Overnight with Dino Costa on AM 970. The Answer.
Just let it play, baby.
I can only say one thing.
Let's hear it.
Turn it up.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a step, and a kicking from the hip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yeah. But they fought with expert timing. There was Funky Billy Chin and Little Sammy Chung. He said, here comes the big boss. Let's get it on. We took the bow and made a stand. Started swaying with the hand. A sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trip. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Well, I'll tell you this. Not only was sports better back in the 70s, but the 1970s was a great decade for music, for movies.
After the show, where we going? Studio 54.
I'm telling you, man. Never got to go there, but you got the Knicks and the Nets back in action tomorrow. Knicks and Orlando Nets in Charlotte, and all three local hockey teams are in action tomorrow. My Devils, home from Minnesota, coming off the 2-1 loss that broke the 4-game losing streak for my Jersey boys last night to Columbus. Devils looking to get back on the winning beam tomorrow against Minnesota. The Islanders are in Toronto, take on the Maple Leafs, and the Rangers are in Montreal, taking on the Canadians. And free Henrique! Free Henrique Lundqvist. Listen, tomorrow night, Alexander Georgiev is going to make his NHL debut for the Rangers. A 22-year-old Russian who has spent the majority of the time this season with Hartford of the American Hockey League. He's going to be playing for Lundqvist tomorrow. And last night on the show, I said, Holden has already been traded, and Grabner is going to be traded, and Nash is going to be traded, and maybe a few other guys are going to be traded before the trade deadline with the Rangers. Why not Henrique Lundqvist? Why not? Listen, send them to Toronto. I'll tell you this, Henrique, I know you love playing in New York for obvious reasons, and you'd like to finish your career with the Rangers, but I got to tell you something, my friend. You're 35 years old right now. There's no guarantee that the Rangers are going to make the postseason next year, okay, let alone get to a position where they could challenge for a Stanley Cup, and you'll be 36 next year. You're getting up there. You need to be, if you want to win that elusive Stanley Cup, it appears as though it's going to have to happen outside of New York. And so, you know something, go to Glenn Sather, go to Elaine Vigneault, go to these guys, tell them, hey, listen, I don't want to make this public, but I got to tell you, if you guys traded me, if I could go to Toronto this year, if I could go to the Maple Leafs, man, have a chance to do something with a team, around me and me in goal, giving them recharge my batteries and be real inspiring to go to Toronto, play for the Maple Leafs and try to win a Stanley Cup, because it ain't going to happen in New York. So if he wants to win a Stanley Cup, I mean, there's something to be said for a player who doesn't want to leave. Well, doesn't want to go to another team, wants to finish his career with one team. That's a novelty in this day and age, and I can respect that and appreciate that. But if Henrique Lundqvist wants to win a Stanley Cup, he's going to have to go someplace else to do it, because it ain't going to happen with the Rangers. It just ain't going to happen with the Rangers. So, and he's not going to listen to free him. He's not going to play tomorrow night. Let me ask you something. What if the Rangers start this kid tomorrow, which they're gonna start this Alexander Georgiev. He comes in, he shuts out the Canadians tomorrow night, makes some spectacular saves. Vigneault's going to go back to him in the next game, right? Maybe this kid plays the lion's share of the minutes in goal for the rest of the season, and Lundqvist's going to be on the sidelines. You may as well trade him. I don't think that should be sacrilegious. I'm aware of Rangers fans and their affinity for Henrik Lundqvist, but listen, if you care about Henrik Lundqvist and you want to see Henrik Lundqvist win a Stanley Cup, and raise the silver chalice over his head and skate around the ice with it and kiss it and all that and drink champagne out of it in the locker room later, it ain't going to happen on Broadway, baby. It just ain't going to happen. Not at 35 going on 36 next year with a team that is currently retooling.
Well, Dino, I'm not a hockey guy either, but what has he done for the Rangers? He's never won a cup or anything, so why this undying loyalty to this guy?
It's a good question, and Rangers goaltenders throughout their history over the last 30, 40 years, it's been like this. There's this undying loyalty. The Rangers fans felt the same way about Van Beesbrook. They felt the same way about Richter. Now they feel this way about Lundqvist. Listen, if he was 29, 30, 31, 32 years old, it's a no-brainer. And if the team was different, I'm not even talking about this. But if I'm a Rangers fan right now, if I'm a Rangers fan, of which I'm not, but I put myself in the shoes of a Rangers fan right now, it's time to trade Lundqvist. If another team, if we can get something tangible, of tangible value back, we're trying to get younger, we're trying to get more athletic, sounds like the Knicks. We're trying to get younger, more athletic, and accrue assets, draft picks. Okay? Is Lundqvist, is he going to be the Lundqvist that can win a Stanley Cup for the Rangers at a time when the Rangers are going to get back to that level? If it takes the Rangers 2-3 years to get back to that level, from where they are at this exact second right now, I mean, is Lundqvist at 38 going to be the same goaltender that he was at 32, 33, never mind at the age of 35? And I still think he has game left. Which is why I think he'd be incredibly attractive to a team like Toronto.
So is it fair to say that the Rangers are almost in the same boat as the Giants with Eli Manning?
Yes.